Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Kathy, and this is my channel, Persevering Daily. Welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching. And if you are not a subscriber yet, I hope you will hit the like button and the subscribe button. Today, I'm going to show you some things that I did yesterday. I'm working on building some raised garden beds and also a container garden in my backyard. And I had set a goal for myself of some things I wanted to accomplish yesterday, and things were just a little more time consuming than I thought they were going to be. So I didn't get everything done, but that's okay because today is another day. I am a teacher. I'm on spring break this week, so I got a slower pace this week, and I've got extra time that I can do these things that I need to do to get myself set up to grow some food back here in this backyard. I live in a suburb, and so I kind of call this suburban homesteading. I know there's such a thing as urban homesteading. I'm not really urban, but I'm not really country, so suburban homesteading is what's going on here. And so I'm going to show you some things that I did get done yesterday. I ended up having to go to a couple different places to get some things that I needed. I already had some of the supplies, but I had to go to a couple different places for the things that I still had to get. So that was kind of time consuming because I had to go to another area of town for some of that. And then just the process of loading and unloading stuff, and then actually putting things together, it pretty much off and on took up the day. But I'm not complaining because I love doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to share these things with you and let you kind of see how things did go and what I did get done.
What do you think about it?
I'm going to show you what I accomplished yesterday. Today's Tuesday, and I'm glad I made my plan flexible because everything took way longer than I thought it would take. Not really the putting things together took so long, but I ended up having to go to a couple of different places to get the different supplies I needed. And then these boards, some of them were already pre-cut. These going this way, those are 4 feet long, and they at Home Depot they had a rack with a bunch of those already pre-cut. So I guess a lot of people have the same idea, but they did not have any of these others. These are 6 feet long, and there were none of those pre-cut, so I had to find somebody to cut them. And that took a little while, and then it took him a while to cut them because he was trying to find some that didn't have big knots in them. He said it was just easier to cut them if they didn't have the big knots. So I ended up getting this first bed completely put together. I did film some of that, but before I got to the part where I was putting the dirt in, my phone died, so I didn't get to film all of that. But let me show you. I did get this one filled, and I actually even planted some lettuce seeds, 2 different kinds of lettuce, and then I've got some rows of spinach going this way. So the lettuce is going this way all the way across, and then there's a little area here of the spinach going this way. And then I bought this purple kale because it's pretty, but also it's edible, and I've never tried it before, so I thought it looked kind of neat, and you can eat it, so I've got that going. So this bed is pretty much done, and I watered it a little bit to just water the seeds in. I did not fill it all the way to the top because this right here is 6 bags of the dirt that I got, the soil. It's specifically for raised beds, and since I didn't know what I'm doing that much, I went ahead and got that. And I got the least expensive dirt that I could get for raised beds, but still, that dirt was probably the priciest part of this whole project. So anyway, I got the one bed finished. This one, I started to take this one going long the other way, and it's just not going to be enough room. So today, later, I'm going to get out here, and my husband's going to move that stuff out of the way for me, and I'm going to take this bed, go in that same direction that this one's going, and then I need to get more dirt to fill that one up. So I've got everything to build it, I just need to do it. And I got some containers for this container garden that I'm going to have. Now these brown ones, I already had one, and I got 2 more of them. These were $10 at Dollar General, and I really like them. They look much more, I don't know, fancy than they really are. They're just plastic, but I like the color, and they're kind of sturdy, and I'm not afraid of them blowing over. Here, this yard is sometimes like a wind tunnel, and stuff tends to blow around, but because they're sitting on 4 legs and they're square, I think they'll be okay. Now this container I already had, and I just got some marigolds because, again, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have seen and read that marigolds are helpful for a vegetable garden, just for pollinators. So I planted a bunch of those. And then this big pot here, I got at Dollar General also, and this was $10. And this thing is very big. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it's large. And gosh, I should have brought my tape measure out, but it's really far across. I mean, so let's see. I mean, that's the length of my arm from my fingers to past my elbow. So it's pretty wide. And I put 2 tomato plants in there. I've got some tomato seeds too, but I also thought, well, let me grab a couple of plants. They had them at Lowe's, so I got a couple of those. And then here's just some more marigolds. And this is all that's left of 8 bags of dirt. So later today, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna finish that bed that I started. I gotta get more dirt. And then this, I'm gonna fill up. And what I bought was some strawberries. I got 3 different things of strawberries. This one says Ozark Beauty. I got 2 of the Ozark Beauties, and then I got one that's called Sequoia. And I was watching another channel that was talking about growing strawberries in containers, and she was saying that really that's her favorite way to grow them, and because they kind of become invasive if you grow them in the ground, which you can. And I know my sister used to live in Pennsylvania, and she put a couple of little strawberry plants out, and they just took over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those strawberry plants in this and see how they do. Now also along here, these are all my butterfly and hummingbird attractor type plants. These are just seeds I threw in last year. I think maybe a couple of these were plants that I bought, but most of them were just seeds. So I also got at Dollar General, I don't know how these are going to do, but they had packs of these kinds of things. They are Hummingbird Wildflower blends. $2 for this pack. Now, I do know enough to know that when you buy, you know, inexpensive seeds like this, it's a lot of seeds, there's, you know, what I call wildflowers, what some people call weeds in there. And this is sunny area wildflower blend. So I'm gonna kind of throw all that in this area here, because this is what I want this to become, a container garden area. The grass never grows very good here anyway. It just gets packed down, and I'm wanting to kind of bring this out and create like a little container garden, and I'm fine with having all kinds of wildflowers and stuff growing up there by the house. So I may throw, you know, some coming further out and just kind of have a wildflower area there. I kind of like that idea, because stuff isn't gonna, you know, I've given up on trying to have a lush green lawn there. Oh, the other thing I got was this, and it's a pink jasmine, and it says that it will grow up a trellis, and the smell of this thing is wonderful. It's really good, and it says that it attracts bees and butterflies and different things like that, and that's what I want. You've got to have that stuff for a good vegetable garden. I learned that the hard way. So I planted that here, and I'm hoping it's going to grow up over this arbor, and it's a perennial is my understanding. So I'm hoping that'll grow up over the arbor. And here's my wisteria. I don't think that the freeze killed it. You can see there's some little buds that are coming out on it now, and hopefully it's going to be really pretty and purple. And so that'll be over here, and then if this grows up kind of above like that, I think that'll be really pretty. And I got some chocolate mint, and this is going to be my herb garden, my kind of a kitchen herb garden. I've already got the rosemary, which doesn't look too good right now. I'm a little scared that that freeze may have injured it, because it's usually very green and it's looking kind of pitiful. But I'm hoping that's just the top of it and that it'll get some new growth. It's always been very hardy. But then again, that ice storm we had that lasted 3 days with those kind of temperatures, we've never had that I can remember in my lifetime. This is some lavender, and lavender seems to love cold weather, so I'm hoping that that continues. This is all just a bunch of clover stuff that it's a weed, and I mean, it's kind of a pretty ground cover, but you can see it just takes over. So I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna put some chocolate mint in here, and I'm gonna get some kind of a little planter. This is my old, I got this at an estate sale for like $10 or something one time, $5, I don't even remember, but not much. Real heavy. It is a metal heater that was in a wall. You know, this thing's probably over 100 years old is my guess. And I'm gonna put some kind of a planter there with something that kind of spills out. I think that'll look nice. And then that's my Indian hawthorn. That will get pink flowers, and then here's a crepe myrtle. So all of this, I'm hoping we'll get some color if it didn't die off, whatever survived. So that's my plan for today. Now, I'm actually going to do an unplanned thing today. My sister and my sister-in-law and I are gonna get together and have lunch. And so I'm gonna do that in a little while, but then this is pretty much gonna be what I'm gonna work on for a good part of the day after I come back. And so I think I had put on my list for the garage or one of the closets to be today. And again, I'm not gonna beat myself up over that. I will get to that when I get to it. I've got to get this garden going. And so to me, this is priority. And the other things I can get to a little bit at a time. If I have to knock one of those closets off of the list, I will, and push it back. But I definitely want to get this going today. So that's the plan. So that is it for this video. I will be filming some more things today that I'm working on, and that will probably go up tomorrow. I may get that up today, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that if you did, you will hit that like button. Please share my videos with anyone that you think might be interested, and because I'm trying to grow my channel. And I also would love to hear from you. Leave me some comments down below if you are working on a garden or just working on your yard, or some ideas that you have for decorating your outdoor area. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.